with the 21 players around the Alabama quarterback, how good does the Alabama quarterback really have to be this year for this team to be of championship quality?
Well, I'm going to use another quote from Ryan Day that I thought was fantastic when he was describing his quarterback situation. And he said, we need our guy to make the routine plays routinely. Okay. That means you don't have to wear an S on your chest. You don't have to come out of the tunnel with a cape on. Line up, get us into the right play, identify the coverage pre-snap, make the progressions post-snap, and get the ball to where it's supposed to go. Quarterback play is about two things. It's about decision-making and accuracy. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care how fast you are. All of those things go out the window if you make poor decisions and you're not an accurate player. I think DJ Uiagalelei at Clemson the last 2 years is a prime example of that. And so, yeah, I think you should be a bit concerned in relationship to the fact that it doesn't seem like the decisions that need to be made are being made on a routine basis, or because if they had, and we would know by now exactly what the pecking order is at quarterback. So I think this is going to be an extremely talented football team. And I believe that if you walk into the huddle and you, number one, have the football team, and I think that's another thing too, Jim, that we've got to determine here, and the coaching staff has to take a close look at. Pay close attention to who has the pulse of the team. Which guy has the locker room? And if it's close and it's even and you're not quite sure, but you feel like there's a leadership angle and an advantage with one guy, you kind of trend in that direction. So they're going to step into the huddle. I don't think they're going to be, as Nick Saban said last year, too Bryce Young reliant, right? Or too Bryce Young centric. And I think if they get back to maybe more of a traditional run game, not have to put the entire thing onto the quarterback and have that person just divvy it around. I said this on my weekend SiriusXM show this past Sunday. And I say this, and I mean this as a positive, and I mean it as a compliment. They need Greg McElroy. They need a good football player who is more talented than people gave him credit for. But the one thing he did not do was put his team in jeopardy. All right. He made the plays that needed to be made the right decisions, and got the ball out to the playmakers. Now, here's the one X factor in all of this. If you're not sure who the quarterback's going to be, and you know you've got really, really good personnel around that player, it would be my tendency to lean towards the player who's the greatest athlete of the group. And I say that because if you put a guy out there that is a dangerous runner, you are now changing how defenses have to defend you.
That's right.
And that may not be Ty Simpson. That may not be Tyler Buckner, although both of them are pretty good athletes. But with Jalen Milroe, when Alabama breaks the huddle, defenses will if he makes a mistake, he makes a mistake. But defenses are going to have to account for him differently. And I think that has to be a big factor, this decision, at least to start the season off.